Hi, Jim Remley here with eRealEstateCoach. We're here with Todd Cole, beautiful Eugene, Oregon today, just did a program here. And we're just going to interview Todd. Todd's relatively new to the real estate industry on the sales side, but he's been a designer, a home designer for years.
Yes.
And recently got his license, but it's done extremely well. And so we just want to talk about a little bit about how you've done as well as you have. And in the pre-interview, we talked a little bit about you had no problem and no challenge asking for referrals from your current sphere of influence. And I think a lot of agents do struggle with that. What's your personal kind of approach to that process?
In regards to contacting
people?
Yeah, well, I make an effort to stay in contact with my sphere, whether it's people that are really close to me or people that I don't talk to on a regular basis. I touch them at some point regularly. That can be with phone calls, texts. I do a lot of texting. People seem to respond to that really well.
And you're pretty open about, hey, I might build my business by word of mouth.
This is exactly what I say. Yeah. I let them know that my success is built on referrals, on working with people, either them directly, my sphere of influence directly, or somebody that's connected to my sphere of influence.
Like a second tier.
Yeah.
So your business has been referral based to this point.
It has been.
And
yes.
so I think it's really interesting. You set a goal of having, I think you said 3 connections a week.
Yes.
Whether that's a coffee meeting, a touch at some point.
Right.
And you log the time, right? What's your theory on that? I mean, you're putting hours in, right?
I am. I just knew that I couldn't be successful and do this part time or be lukewarm. So yeah, I jumped in with both feet. And I like connecting with people, and I don't always make it about business. Sometimes it's just connecting with them. Typically, it'll segue into business and how things are going, and it gives me an opportunity to talk about what I'm doing and what I love about the business and why I'm doing what I'm doing.
My personal trainer told me you can't cash the check unless you log the hours.
Yeah,
that's a perfect clip for what you're doing. You're logging the hours, and I'm hearing that. And you're a student of the game. I mean, you're watching podcasts. I know you're involved with the Buffini program right now.
Right.
Are you trying to take in as much as you possibly can?
Absolutely. And I spend a lot of time doing that because I recognized as a new agent that the training was going to be really important.
Yeah.
I had a certain skill set from my prior career that I knew would transfer.
Sure.
But I knew there was a lot I had to learn. So I have been a student of the game. I read a lot. I watched a lot of podcasts. I jumped right into the Buffini training. I went to the conference up in Seattle, and was a hardcore listener, and a learner at those events, and that's made a big difference.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people can learn from the fact that you're starting your business based on having a goal of being referral based. And I think a lot of agents start with, hey, I'd rather deal with a new person, somebody I've never met before, rather than go after my own sphere of influence. I think there's a fear of talking to people that's like close to them. But you haven't had that. You just feel like, hey, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, partly because it's more natural for me to go to people I know. And frankly, I look at it like there's less risk because they know me already. There's less fear of failure, frankly. Yeah. I can go to somebody, they know, most of them know what I've done.
Sure.
I've been very open about changing career.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to ask them, for referrals or for business.
That's great. Todd, amazing things. You're going to do amazing in the industry. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you want more videos like this, please check us out at eRealEstateCoach.com.